Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hilk empath, and I just like doing these little talks and the way I feel about things. And thought I probably should get on here today, or I'm not gonna. Got to go over see my buddy, and their grandkids. They decorate for Christmas, and well, we don't really decorate for Christmas around here, so it's nice to see people get into the spirit, into the spirit, into the source, into the gift of giving, right? 'Tis the seasons. 'Tis the season. Giving is such a funny thing. I see people will pass people by on the street, not even look at them, not even acknowledge them as a human being, but they'll be glad to donate their money in a substantial matter to an organization so they get a tax write-off for it, so you get acknowledged for doing you're a good person. You help this person as they walk past people on the street. So I was listening to a few different astrologies reports, for the week, and there's a trine and full moon in Gemini, and it's me. Every day is a energetic freaking orchestra, really, man. I just people are freaking. It's the way I look at it. I think people are just gonna this week is just gonna be nonsensical stuff. We're extra. Like, I got a little dose of it this morning. It's funny. I heard of one woman's account, Soul Angels or something. She was telling her story about going to the zoo and what a cluster that was. And I went to my friend's house over there to take a shower, and I live less than a mile from her, and drive over there, and it's all through neighborhoods. I'm not even on main streets, okay? And then on the way back, coming back same way I usually go, look left, look right, look left, go, and freaking I can hear someone's laying on the horn. I'm like, there is nobody there. There's a woman traveling about 40 miles an hour in a 25 just laying on the horn. I'm just like, well, gee, if you were going 25, I would have been able to go, but that's cool. I mean, and freaking, I was just like, that's the thing, is you just gotta let people be their crazy self, and God, just let them be on their way, man, because people are freaking nuts. It's everywhere. I've been talking about this for a couple years. That's what I do, is I teach energy, I teach how to read people, and or trust in yourself to read the vibration of other people. Keep yourselves out of harm's way or out of a conflict, man. I'm Aries Sun, I'm fiery, I'm Scorpio Moon. I got no mood for no nonsense. So I'm pretty, if I don't keep things light and jovial, I can get pretty curt, double-edged with the quickness. And so I did about an hour and a half meditate state today, because I came home and I felt the energy in me, and people don't recognize that this is just all energy, man. It's freaking so annoying. I can't wait till people just start freaking acting like what things really are. Like all these people with their freaking sex addictions and stuff like that, and they don't know what they're doing, and pour them and pour that. Cat, now really? You freaking busted the door wide open. Now I got TV sound and Grey's Anatomy in the background. Don't come in here and start picking fights, Cat. I ain't in the mood. Just stay out for a minute. He meditated with us today, so we'll let him back in a minute. So what was I saying? That's obnoxious. So this week, if you got the propensity for no BS, just, either don't freaking engage with people this week, or just stay home, or do things that you can to keep yourself in a balanced state, so you don't have to, so whatever you meet out there in the world this week, you don't have to react, you can respond. And I am guilty of it too. I flipped that lady off who honked at me today. I ain't no freaking 100%, light being. If I wasn't, I wouldn't be here having a human experience. So I just use this information and go, oh, better try and go a little meditate, stay a little longer today. And that's what I did. Look around. I like to drop in on the main stage media every now and again. I'll go to all of them. I'll go to 6, 7, 8, 9 different resources, and it's all the same. Is people are feeling powerless. That's what it is. And you give a bunch of people that feel powerless the access to weapons that kill. Things are going to get interesting, but this is what we get. You know why? Because everyone has a right to a gun. So the new norm is the rest of us who don't believe in that right or give a crap about that right or don't look at, that recognize that your guns are extension of your personality that's lacking, and that fearful people have guns, cowards have guns, and I'm a marksman. I know guns. I've hit my target since I was 4 or 5 years old from the first BB gun I got. But you know what? I used to shoot birds when I was a little girl. I shot 2 birds. Took 2 birds. Should have took the first one, but I don't think it really sunk in. Because I was just looking to hit my target. It was the second bird that didn't die that writhed, and I was like, I don't want to do that to another living creature. So people with your big old guns, you can do the same thing. You want to hit your target? Why don't you use something that takes a little bit more skill? Use a bow and arrow, like my ancestors did. Nah, it's just too easy to get AKAR. These machine guns cut people. You just, because you can. But, so we get to. This is our new world. We get to, dodge bullets on the in the grocery store or Walmart or whatever, because people have that right. But don't. Anyway, so. The fairness of bureaucracy has never existed, so arguing about that is just gonna be futile, and it's all coming down anyway, because that's what, when you see all these people acting the way that they're acting in politics and everything, it's because they're scared. They're scared to be find out for who and what they actually are, for the whole world to see them. All the stuff that they've been doing behind closed doors, it's all being revealed for you and for me, for everybody, because that low vibrational behavior is lower chakral stuff. More people are lining their chakras. They're aligned. Oh, that's what I was talking about. These people that there's sex addict and this, that, and the other thing. All that is Kundalini life force energy. That's what that horn is. It's Kundalini life force energy. And if people figure out a practical, more meaningful way to channel that energy, and directing it and guiding it in a more purposeful manner, think about all the seedy crap that wouldn't be happening in the world right now. Wouldn't have the Epsteins, wouldn't have frickin' Clintons, wouldn't have, all the dirty pervs, I was reminiscent today. I heard it talk, and then all this sex trafficking, human trafficking, it's all about control. And it's less about the act of what they're doing, but these people are trying to just control things. Watch TV shows about controlling and being into power when they're a kid, and then it just stuck, and then their freaking ego took over, and now we live in a society where very few people control the narrative for very, very many. And a lot of people are waking up to the fact that they're tired of it, Freaking 800,000 people protesting in Hong Kong. Do you see how much spatially that takes? Took just miles and miles of people protesting. That's why I'm like, man, these people are making up their numbers in governments. There ain't no way there's 38 million people in California. Where are they all? If 38 million people stood next to each other, and there's too much open space in California. It's not the reality situation. That these governments say that there's this many people, and then the FUDs need to give them this much money to subsidize supporting that many people, and then they take the excess and pay themselves. Try going to a city or a state and look for a job, gov, to hire, and look at the pay scales of these things, man. We're paying for their egos. So that's why I don't have water. And that's why City of Salem is getting an $80 million, now it's probably over $100 million because they like to, they like the finest things, to treat themselves real good, real nice. But the funny thing is, look how many of these policemen and first responders are so far out of physical stand. They're just not even in shape. When I was in shape, I felt terrible about myself, and I really took that on other people, and I know that that's what these guys do too. That's why they don't have impasse in HR, because they want a certain kind of mentality in there to freaking weed out the riffraff, right? So it's all these, this whole paradigm of less sustain, or more, the more majority of the population sustaining a small percentage, it's going away because it's out of balance, and the whole world's coming back into balance because everything is energy. We are energy. We are masculine and feminine, positive, negative, light, dark. It's all, what are we doing to maintain ourselves to keep all those energies balanced, I do a lot of stuff. I eat right. I keep my, diet clean. I freaking meditate. I, go out in nature, stay active. And I don't see a lot of that other people doing that to the extent that I get to do that. So when I go out, I'm just like, imbalance, you're imbalance, you're imbalance, and you're imbalance, and you're imbalance, And people's imbalance causes disease. It's because they're imbalanced, and then they get woeful, and they gotta eat their feelings or drink their feelings, and then they beat their wives, or, freaking, have to have knee surgeries every few years, and it's just like, keep the spoon out of your mouth. People need to just talk about your feelings. That's it. People talk about their feelings. I don't keep secrets. Because there's nothing freaking, it's a big deal that people can find the dirt on me, That's what all this is being revealed. Dirty people have secrets, and that's what's going to find out because they've kept them for so long. It's an energy. Truth is an energy, and it's been in balance, and now it's coming back into play. So I think it's going to be an interesting week. That's all I got for now. I hope you have a rad evening. Peace.